Today's video is sponsored by
sponsored by DGH. Who else? Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys my entire video game console collection. All boxed. 3 years ago, when the whole world decided to replay their childhood games again, that's also when my addiction for collecting took off. I already had an NES complete in the box, but it was stored somewhere in the storage with a couple of games, so I decided to buy another NES in the box and let it deliver to my house so I could replay Mario again and Zelda, and that's actually when everything started. So I will show you guys the consoles that I have, and I will also show you the inside, because there's nothing more fun than seeing the inside, isn't it? Well, let's check it out.
Well, and here we have it, guys, the first game console I started gaming on as a child. And look at this, the styrofoam inlay is in great condition. It looks like brand new, so you can imagine that I'm really happy about that. Well, let's see what can be seen under the lid. Well, and here we have some paperwork, a Nintendo poster, a membership application card, the manual for the zapper, and a manual for the console itself. Here we have the game that comes with it, Mario and Duck Hunt, including the manual. Well, and guys, look at this cool orange zapper. This thing is really a nostalgic piece to me. They also come in gray, and I think this was changed to orange at some point so that it stands out better as a fake weapon. There are two controllers in here, and I actually really hate them because the corners press into my fingers, and this is not a nice feeling. I don't think I had any problems with this when I was a child. And then this control deck itself, this still looks like new and has no discoloration anywhere. Well, and here we only have the control deck in box, so without game and without zapper, and the shrunken contents of the box also make it a lot more compact. Not the control deck, but the box, of course. At that time there were no slim and super slim versions. Well, and here we have the manual for the deck in case you want to know if it can hold more than just games, and a dried out rubber band. And this deck is also great. Minimal discoloration, and what I like most about the NES is the smell it gives off. It may sound bizarre, but it has a special smell that I remember very well as a child, and this smell does not seem to disappear. I never had the first PlayStation myself, but my brother did. Around that time I had the N64 as a game console, but despite this I still have good memories of the first PlayStation. My brother played a lot of FIFA on it, and I love playing games like GTA. Let's take a look at the inside. We have some cables and a controller here, and here we have the little grey toaster. And here in the plastic we have some paperwork. I bought the console a few years ago at a game shop in Twente for about 50 euros. I don't think it's a bad purchase. And even the demo disc is still inside, with accompanying flyer. So it's quite complete in content, and here we have the manual. Now, and let's see if the lid still opens. Yes, it still does. Here we have a special edition of the PlayStation 2, the silver pristine line. The PS2 has a lot of memories for me. I spent day and night with it because I was addicted to GTA Vice City and San Andreas. What a wonderful experience that was. At the top of the box we have some paperwork. It looks like a whole book about the operation of the additional remote control. Oh my god, I wouldn't even think about having to read all that because otherwise you wouldn't know how it works. Yikes! And here we have the beautiful silver PlayStation with even more paperwork underneath. And here we have the silver remote that comes with it. I bought this console 6 years ago for only 50 euros. And unfortunately the silver controllers are missing. There were also about 30 games included, one of which was San Andreas, and it's still completely sealed. That made this deal a great deal. Well, to be completely honest, here I have two of the most beautiful boxed consoles I have in my collection. Not only because of their antiquity and the condition they are in, but also because of the art that can be seen on the box. That just looks so cool. There's nothing I love more than a box with a cool theme on it. Well, let's see if the inside looks as nice as the artwork on the box. And the styrofoam inlay of both is still in very nice condition. And one even still has the cardboard cover plate included. This is usually no longer the case. The Starwing version I personally picked up from someone at the time, and the Street Fighter version was shipped to me from England. Unfortunately, I hardly buy anything from England anymore because of Brexit. A lot of cool stuff in my collection comes from the UK. At the end of the year, I will celebrate my birthday there and take as much back as possible.
Nintendo 64ゲームが変わる64が買える
And here we have the first console I bought with my own money. This may be the Japanese version, but the European one is just as good. And here we have the Nippon manual and a controller that is not yellow, but almost green. I think this Japanese gamer was a heavy smoker or something. Back in the day, I bought the N64 specifically because of Ocarina of Time. And look at the console. This still looks fantastic. And this is also one of the cooler boxed consoles I have in my collection, the N64 Pikachu edition. As everyone knows, Pokemon has been very popular for about 25 years, and that will probably also influence the price of this device. The box is still in a very nice condition, as well as the styrofoam. Well, let's take a look at the inside. Here not only the box has a theme, but they have also taken care of the console. Nowadays you see that much more often, but at the time it was quite unique. And here we have the Pokemon Stadium game that accompanied along with the console. And look at this cool controller, it looks great. And what I really like about the console is that the Pokeball is the power button and the Pikachu foot serves as a reset button. Well, how original is that? I really like this device. Now, and here I have the coolest GameCube console in my collection so far, the Resident Evil Limited Edition pack. I had this one shipped from England to here a couple of years ago. Did you know that the franchise has already sold over 140 million copies? Incredible! This limited edition is all about part 4 of the franchise. Now, and let's have a look on the inside. Look at this beautiful silver controller, and what a metamorphosis the controllers have undergone when you compare them to the older consoles. Personally, I think this is the best controller Nintendo has made so far. The console itself is not very special. The only thing that is different about it is the jewel that is in the lid. Here is some paperwork and of course the game that comes with it. The Wii 25th anniversary, a real family console that got everyone moving from young to old and from fat to thin. Because who doesn't know Wii Sports? I don't really collect for the Wii, partly because of the ridiculously large library and too many fillers. A nice addition to the console, including this one, is that you can play GameCube games on it and therefore connect GameCube controllers to it. A beautiful bright red controller, and how could it be otherwise, a Wii Sport in a cardboard sleeve.
As always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out, watching the video, and if you enjoyed watching, then please drop a like, leave a comment down below, and I hope to see you guys on the next.